At 94, how can someone still drive, stay sharp, and almost never get sick? It might sound like a rare case, but what if the secret wasn't just in good genes, but in simple, consistent daily choices that most people overlook, choices that support not just the body, but also the mind, the routine, and the spirit? In this video, we're looking at 6 things, one remarkable 94-year-old does every single day, and how these small habits have kept him healthy. These aren't fads. They're not expensive. They're not extreme. They're small, steady things you can do yourself starting today. So if you're someone who still values your independence, wants to stay sharp, and dreams of driving yourself to the store at 90 or beyond, these habits are worth your attention, because sometimes it's not about doing more, it's about doing the right things regularly and doing them well. Stick with me through the end, because these simple practices could just change the way you see aging, and maybe even change how you live tomorrow. Now let's get started. First and foremost, a regular sleep and wake schedule. Getting up and going to bed at the same time every day is one of the most neglected yet effective routines this 94-year-old maintains. It may seem straightforward, but this routine isn't just about getting enough sleep. It's about teaching the body's internal clock to work at its peak every single day. Most people underestimate the importance of consistency, especially as people age, but doctors now understand that a regular sleep schedule is essential. When you go to bed and wake up at roughly the same time, your body learns when to release specific hormones, when to relax, and when to be alert. This helps control everything from digestion to immunological strength and mental clarity. For this man, his bedtime is 9:30, and he wakes up at 600 sharp every weekend. He doesn't rely on alarms, and his body simply knows how many people, even in their 60s or 70s, toss and turn at night or feel groggy during the day because their schedules are all over the place. They stay up too late one night and sleep in the next, and their body never knows when to truly rest. Now consider Harold, 78, who used to watch TV until midnight, sleep until 9 o'clock, and feel groggy for hours afterward. When his doctor suggested a strict routine, he was skeptical, but after 2 weeks, he was waking up refreshed, moving more easily, and didn't need afternoon naps. "I didn't change anything else," he said, "just the clock." This habit sets the tone for everything else, including your digestion, memory, mood, and even how effectively your body recovers from minor aches and pains. It doesn't even require strength training or physical activity. This 94-year-old always takes a few minutes to move his body after waking up every morning before doing anything else. So if you're trying to stay alert, mobile, and independent, the clock next to your bed might be the best place to start. Once your rhythm is strong, the rest of your day starts to fall into place. Number 2, just a quick set of deliberate, gradual stretches and moves to get his blood flowing and his joints loose before the day starts. Neither a lengthy workout nor a stroll, this small, silent practice has grown to be one of the main causes throughout time. It's simple, it doesn't increase his heart rate, but it sends a powerful signal to his muscles and joints. He starts by sitting on the edge of the bed, rolling his shoulders back and forth, circling his ankles, flexing his hands, lifting one leg, then the other, and then standing slowly, stretching his arms overhead, and reaching gently from side to side. He still drives, climbs stairs, and moves with ease. It's time to wake up. For example, Martha, 80, used to shuffle through the kitchen every morning stiff and hunched. After learning about morning mobility routines, she added just 5 minutes of slow arm swings, gentle squats near a chair, and toe raises. Within a month, she reported that her knees felt 10 years younger and that she was standing taller without realizing it. Doctors now confirm what this man discovered years ago. Moving in the morning, even just a little, can help prevent stiffness, lower the risk of falls, and ease chronic aches that tend to settle overnight. This is not about working out. Rather, it's about being prepared by warming up your body in the same way that you might warm up a car on a cold morning. This is because everything feels more difficult if you start the day cold and brace yourself against the stiffness. However, if you respectfully and gently invite your body to move in a few small ways, you'll probably find that the rest of your day goes more smoothly. This man does it every morning before breakfast, before the news, before he even brushes his teeth, and that's part of why his limbs continue to cooperate, which explains why his confidence in moving has never wavered. Therefore, if you're searching for a small, easy way to safeguard your freedom, safety, and comfort, start with 5 minutes as soon as you wake up, without any equipment or noise, just you and your body reconnecting slowly and steadily, one stretch at a time. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights helpful, please leave a comment below number 2 to let me know you're here. If you haven't subscribed yet, I suggest you do so that we can continue producing high-quality content to educate and inspire you. Let's move on to number 3, easy meals made using real familiar foods. This 94-year-old's continued consumption of modest, familiar, home-cooked meals made with basic ingredients is another factor contributing to his excellent health. He doesn't snack all day, he doesn't follow the newest diet fad, and he sticks to a light breakfast, usually oatmeal or eggs. Lunch is a small bowl of soup or a sandwich with vegetables. It's nothing drastic, no magic supplements, just real food prepared at home and eaten at the same times every day. And the result is that his digestion stays strong, his weight stays steady, and his energy never seems to crash like it does for so many others. He eats a simple meal of grilled fish, sautéed greens, and possibly baked sweet potatoes. He stays hydrated, eats some fruit after lunch, and saves sweets for special occasions. This type of diet maintains his blood sugar levels steady and benefits his overall system. His immune system is strong, and his digestion is smooth. Doctors believe that as you age, your body prefers less complex, large meals. Thick sauces, oversized quantities, or processed snacks can make you feel heavier, while meals made with whole, identifiable components actually make the body work less to maintain health. See Walter 82. He used to eat whatever was fast frozen dinners, takeout, or skipping meals and overeating. Later, but after a few months of fatigue and indigestion, he switched to a simpler, predictable meal plan in less than 2 weeks. His sleep improved, his stomach felt lighter, and he said he no longer needed his mid-afternoon nap. Turns out I wasn't tired, I was just overloaded. He said this is why consistency matters. When your meals follow a rhythm, your body knows what to expect. It learns to digest smoothly, to signal hunger and fullness accurately, and to avoid the spikes and crashes that wear people down. It also reduces decision fatigue. You don't need to reinvent the wheel every day. A few easy meals, ones you enjoy that don't upset your stomach, that you know how to prepare, can become a foundation for your long-term energy. So if you want to support your health without adding stress, take a cue from this man's plate. Eat simply, eat on schedule, choose food you trust in amounts your body can handle, and remember, longevity isn't built through exotic ingredients. It's built through steady, sustainable nourishment. Rain or shine, one small meal at a time. Number 4, daily purpose through movement and direction. This 94-year-old drives or walks in a purposeful manner, even if it's just to the grocery store, the post office, or down the street to greet a neighbor. He does this not only to maintain his physical activity levels, but also because it gives his day direction and vitality. Steps and the significance of his motion. When you have somewhere to go, your posture changes, your attention sharpens, your steps get stronger, and your body, mind, and soul all align around the same message. You see, there's a tremendous difference between wandering around the house in circles and getting dressed to go somewhere, even if it's close. The effects of purposeful mobility in older adults have long been studied by doctors. The findings indicate that people with daily destinations, no matter how small, move more confidently, maintain stronger reflexes, and even report better moods and memory, because movement becomes meaningful. It's not just exercise though. Participation is what makes movement meaningful. Take Helen, 85. She doesn't drive anymore, but every morning she puts on her shoes, grabs her small cart, and walks 3 blocks to buy 1 apple from the market, just 1. But that routine gives her structure. It gives her motion. It gives her a reason to move through the day with intention. The apple's just the excuse. She says the walk is the real goal. That's what this man does too. He still drives, but never aimlessly. He keeps a list of small errands, a quick stop at the bank, a trip to the library, a ride to check on a friend, and on days when he doesn't drive, he walks around his block with the same sense of purpose. No headphones, no distractions, just him, his thoughts, and a reason to keep going. This kind of movement doesn't need to be fast or long. It just needs to matter. Because when your steps have meaning, your days do too. So if you want to keep moving, and not just physically, but mentally, give yourself a destination, even a small one. And don't underestimate the power of showing up for your own life. One short trip at a time. If you're still watching this video, and finding. If you haven't subscribed yet, I suggest doing so and turning on the bell so you don't miss any videos. These insights are really helpful. Please leave a comment number 4 below to let me know you're here. Your assistance enables us to keep producing high-quality content to educate and uplift you. Let's proceed to the 5th important connection. Even in tiny amounts. Human connection is something that this 94-year-old never skips. Whether it's with a neighbor, a family member, or the pharmacy clerk at his neighborhood, he always makes time to talk to someone. It doesn't have to be lengthy or profound, but it must be genuine. A warm hello, a shared laugh, or a brief update. People frequently believe that social connections must occur at big events or during lengthy conversations, but research indicates that the frequency of connections is more important than the size. For example, a 5-minute conversation can make you feel more engaged, seen, and emotionally full, lessen the incidence of cognitive deterioration, and even lower stress hormones. On the other hand, loneliness has the opposite effect. It impairs immunity, interferes with sleep, and causes inflammation. This individual doesn't have many friends, but he interacts with others on a daily basis. Even if it's simply to let her know that he's still alive, he calls his daughter every evening. He talks to his neighbor, says hello to his pharmacist by name, and does other small things that connect each day to the next. This emotional routine helps him more than any vitamin or walk ever could. Gloria, who is 86 years old, is a lovely example. She used to live alone in a quiet apartment and felt the weight of a loneliness set in. She decided to make it a rule to talk to one person every day after seeing a similar story on TV. She also started waving at people on her walks, calling old friends once a week, and chatting with the cashier when she went grocery shopping. Over time, she reported that she laughed more, worried less, and even had fewer headaches. As it turns out, she stated that we were made to be heard, and that is what daily connection does. It grounds you, reminds you that you matter, and even in the smallest moments, it offers something that many medications cannot: comfort, stimulation, and joy. Whether you live alone or with a large family, know that you don't need large reunions to stay well. All you need is small, consistent threads of connection with one person at a time, reminding you that you're still a part of something greater. It may be one of the most effective things you can do for your health. Number 6. Mental stimulation to stay focused and sharp every night. Before bed, this 94-year-old spends a few minutes reading, solving a puzzle, or just thinking through something that challenges his mind. He does this not for fun, but because he firmly believes that a curious mind is what keeps the rest of him alive. Doctors agree that mental activity, especially in a calm and focused setting, is one of the most protective habits for the aging brain. It doesn't have to be formal. He might read a passage from a book he loves, try a new word puzzle, or write brief notes to himself about his day, or what he wants to remember for the next day. These small acts help him stay mentally engaged, but more importantly, they serve as a reminder that each day still has value and structure. Doctors have found that late-night mental stimulation done gently, not obsessively, helps organize the brain, reinforces memory, and slows cognitive decline. It creates a bridge between one day and the next, giving your brain a way to file and process your experiences before sleep. There's a great example in George, age 89, who began playing a simple memory game every night after dinner. Just 10 cards turned over and matched in pairs. It's silly, said, but I can feel my brain clicking back on within a month. He noticed he was remembering appointments better, recalling names more quickly, and even dreaming more vividly. His wife said, "It's like he came back to life, just by playing a game." This isn't about being perfect, it's about being present. When you give your mind something to chew on before sleep. Not stress, not news, but something intentional. You feed the part of you that still wants to grow even in your 90s. The man in this story says it helps him sleep better too. If I think before bed, he says I rest more calmly. I feel like the day had meaning, and that's something no pill can give you. So if you want to protect your memory, sharpen your thinking, and feel mentally steady as you age, add a small moment of focus to your night. It doesn't have to be brilliant. It just has to be yours. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 6 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support enables us to keep producing high-quality content that will educate and motivate you. Now let's proceed. As we come to a close, consider the 6 items. This 94-year-old does all of these things every day. None of them are fancy. None of them call for wealth or young, but when combined, they create a life that is stable, powerful, and clear, with a regular sleep routine. Soft dawn motion, basic meals prepared at home. Daily purpose, whether it be walking or driving. Little moments of connection, or a few minutes of mental concentration before bed. What really keeps him healthy isn't the routines themselves, but rather the dedication to them, the quiet discipline, and the conviction that each day still matters. The true lesson here may be that aging well isn't about trying the newest trick, but rather about respecting the fundamentals, sticking to what works, and believing that small, consistent actions, even seemingly insignificant ones, can shape your health, clarity, and independence. If you're in your 60s, 70s, or 80s, and unsure of what to do next, start with one habit, one day, and one quiet decision to take care of your body and mind once more. We appreciate you being here today, and we would want to hear from you. Please leave a comment below with one thing you learned today and how you intend to apply it in your life. Your opinions are valued, so please feel free to share them. If you liked this video and found it useful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us keep producing quality material to educate and inspire you. Thank you for watching, and we hope to see you in the next video. Reading your comments gives us a lot of motivation and encouragement.